Okay.
Hey, babe. All right, I got it. So
Oh, we're okay. We're good to go.
we're good to go. Uh, apparently the water heater just resets, whatever that means.
Um,
So we get
is
to
it going to be
leave.
put that in while I'm in the shower?
They didn't make any promises on that. It's about 5:25 in the morning to Lexington, South Carolina, at Airstream of South Carolina, or South Carolina Airstream, whichever, took mercy on us, and they're going to look at our hot water heater today. We're about 4 days from pulling out for the summer, and God bless them for fitting us in because no one did. But I'll tell you all about that along the way. But he got up and made me a lox bagel. Got the rig hooked up and on my way out. So here's the situation. We went to a local state park and Amy was taking a shower. The hot water just went out on her. I came back, I was at the store, I came back and we troubleshooted and basically turning the hot water on and off several times over about a half-hour period. It did come back. We moved to another local campground and it did the exact same thing. On our video of us picking up the Airstream, we had a few comments of why didn't we drive all the way to Dallas? And that's a very good question. There were only a few dealerships on the East Coast that actually had the 30 Globetrotter in stock. DFW being one of them. Ultimately went with DFW because of money, and they included 2 lithium batteries, which from the pricing I was getting was anywhere from $3,000 to $3,500. And I'm sure I could have done that cheaper myself, but it was already included in a price that, like I said, blew everything out of the water. And they were great during the sale, and I think you've heard in the video me saying that how impressed I was. That's where it ended. So when the hot water heater went out, we called CoachNet. CoachNet gave me some troubleshooting issues, which caused the hot water heater just to stop working altogether.
This is a little bad to worse story here that we got from support, and we don't know what we're doing. Obviously, you figured out that. CoachNet suggested that it was probably a minimal water pressure issue because you do have to have minimal water pressure to run the on-demand water system. They had us add our regulator back on, which we haven't been using because Airstream comes with a regulator. And at that point, we just had no on-demand system at all. It wouldn't even power on. Anthony from DFW, our salesperson, when he spoke to Jim, did advise him, well, that was bad advice because now you definitely don't have enough pressure and you've just shut the system off. So that's where things stood at that point.
I called DFW to just say, hey, I know you're 16 hours away. Do you have relationships with something? Can you give us some guidance? What can you do? Can you help us out? After the sale, the great service stopped there. I had several calls into the service manager. She did not call me back until I actually reached out to Anthony, our salesperson. Anthony did apologize and said he was appalled and requested us send a full detailed email with all the problems we were having. 10 days later, they still had not called me back. That's why I'm driving to South Carolina. The positive things you heard me say about the place we bought the Airstream, it goes up to the south. So buyer beware. They've been awful ever since. So unfortunately, I had to drop it off. They said they would have it by Thursday, but we'll see. I hope that's going to be the case. But God bless South Carolina of Airstream for fitness in it all. So fingers crossed, we'll see you in a couple days. Amy just called me. We just pulled in the driveway together, and she said, "You're not going to believe what I just bought." So I want to see what the woman has bought.
I don't want to talk about it.
What'd you get, Abe?
I don't want to talk about it.
Come on.
I don't want to talk about it. It was a really good deal, babe.
Oh. Flamingo glasses.
I know. The one thing I swore to Jim was we're not buying a bunch of flamingo stuff. Having grown up into Florida, growing up in Florida, I have a slight flamingo aversion. But daggone it, I did.
Oh, you did it. Let me catch you up to where we are. As you saw, I dropped the rig off on Monday. It is now Wednesday, less than 24 hours before we're supposed to pull out. And I've left several messages for the dealership, and I have not heard a thing. So I'm driving 2 hours back to the dealership to see if I can get a status of the rig. I don't even know where the repair stands. I don't know if we're go, no go for tomorrow. So hopefully, the very least, I'm going to spend 4 hours to get some answers. I dropped my Globetrotter off. They said they'd have it ready today. I haven't heard from anybody.
What's the name?
Jim Williams.
Okay, so it looks like it's got a 20-minute timer on it. Tammy, is that normal? Let me go ask Todd.
Okay. All right, thanks.
So yeah, so it does have a 20-minute cycle time. So after 20 minutes, it'll turn off. And it's got a reset and it'll cycle through again.
Wow.
It's probably so it just doesn't burn up, honestly. Because, I mean, they're not really meant to run like a house shower, you know, right?
Except when you're taking a shower, right?
Like 5-10 minute showers. Like, so you got to think of a recreational vehicle. It's for recreation. It's not necessarily for full-time use, you know? So they put safeguards in place that are weird for the general public.
I know you didn't build it, but I've had 5 and I lived in them a lot.
Call us crazy. But we didn't know that on demand did not mean on demand. Maybe you did. Maybe you are laughing and think we're crazy. You're probably not wrong. This blows our mind. Listen closely as we get clarification of what she's telling us about the on-demand water systems and Airstreams.
Things are definitely different.
Yeah, I'm not taking it out on you, but that's kind of ridiculous. So
I went to my shop foreman and he said this.
So it recycles. Can you kind of expand on that? Like,
No,
the whole
will reset.
It'll reset.
The water heater itself turns off after a 20-minute cycle time.
Okay, and then how long does it take for it to?
Probably until it cools down enough so it won't burn itself out. I really don't know.
Okay, that is really strange.
Yeah. I mean, I can call Airstream and ask them, like, if they have like a prescribed time.
It's brand new. We're about to go to British Columbia for 3 months. I don't mean to be a pain, and you guys were great.
Before it resets, just a couple of minutes. The customer was just asking, and I don't really have a solid answer for that. Yeah, just typically a few minutes, just so it. And is that like a safety feature, or is it just so it doesn't burn the component up? Okay, that's what I figured. Okay. All right, Colby. Well, I do appreciate you.
Okay.
Now we both.
Now we both know. Like I said, that's strange.
You picking it up?
Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and pick it up. You do want it, right?
Yeah, if I can get it.
What was your last name?
Williams. Hey, babe. All right, I got it. So
Oh, we're okay. We're good to go.
we're good to go. So, apparently the water heater just resets, whatever that means. So we get
Is
to
it gonna
leave.
keep resetting while I'm in the shower?
Well, they didn't make any. They didn't make any promises on that.
Okay.
So we leave on time. Awesome. Can leave tomorrow, no problem.
No, we were supposed to leave today.
Oh,
Today is Thursday.
okay. I thought it was Wednesday all day. Whoops.
No, we are a day late now. We were supposed to be on our way to Grassy Creek Pottery. We should have been pulling in about now.
Okay. Well, then we're a day late. So I better call Grassy Creek and tell them that we won't be there on time. Wow. I thought all day was Wednesday.
Nope, can't leave till tomorrow.
Okay. Well, not only does Jim not know where we are most of the time, he doesn't know when we are either. So
Ugh, that's why you got me, pal. That's why you got me. You better keep me around.
We've been in the RV for about 9 days now since we've picked it up.
we have
We haven't had any problems so far.
fingers crossed. So
We're being smarter about how we use it.
yes, we are.
When they say on demand, they don't actually mean on
No.
demand.
I want to do test on the system because the traditional water heaters, they would say 6 gallons or 10 gallons. Well, now they're just saying time. If they're correct, 20 minutes. So it's really the same thing as any other. It's not on demand,
I
right?
feel like we got more than 20 minutes maybe, but I don't know that that's true.
Yeah.
We're not taking 20-minute showers.
I'm not absolutely sure that they're correct. So
I think they are correct because the dealer and Airstream confirmed this does
that
have a
is true.
recycle if it's been on 20 minutes. In my mind, that means we're washing dishes for 10 minutes, we get in the shower for 10 minutes, and suddenly it said, oh, I'm getting too hot, it turns off, resets.
Yep.
But I don't know that we've ever pushed it for 20 minutes.
well, but as Amy said, you thought you did dishes and then went and got in the shower
right.
away.
So is it 20 minutes from ignition time? As in, hot water heater has come on, it's running for more than just a few seconds, so automatically the timer's ticking.
Yep.
If you know, feel free to let us
Please
know.
let us know.
Solve the mystery.
And one other thing, Airstream of South Carolina, or South Carolina of Airstream, whatever. I say throughout that whole video. Look,
The dealer in South Carolina.
they helped us out, so I don't in any way want to throw shade on that dealer because
No.
they were nothing but great.
That would be just killing the messenger. All they did was relay to us what happened and what Airstream confirmed. And we really appreciate you guys down in Lexington, South Carolina. Thanks for the help. We always say all's well that ends well. And we're hoping this is one of those stories because we are officially on the road for the summer. And you know we're going to take you along.
Just made it back from the dealership, pulled in at our local campground here at Carowinds. We always leave from here, and now we're going to load up.